Welcome to Danganronpa Gold Podcast number 3.5.
Because Mark doesn't know how to count.
Don't you start with me in the middle of the podcast, Milo.
There's nobody else here. I can say whatever I want.
Yes.
I'm joking.
And here's another thing. The reason why some of the mods aren't here right now is, they've been sort of busy doing things in the holiday season. So this is why this is just a little addendum and not a full podcast. We're just going to talk about some topics that have been coming up just a little bit, and we probably might put a little bit more effort into explaining them furthermore once all the mods come. So, Milo, what's the first thing on the list, huh?
Alright, well, the first thing on our list is Chapter 1 Prologue. The announcement of the game of killing has been delayed mostly because of the fact, as Mark said, a lot of the mods, including myself, have been busy with things like Christmas and finals and such. So that's why we haven't had enough time to write the introduction, because it's supposed to be like a group effort that this is going to be like, and you'll see why. But yeah, we're working on it, and we're going to get it out to you guys as soon as we can. So look out for that.
All right. And yes, we've been working on it pretty hard as much as we can. Most of it has been written out. We just need to tweak it just a little bit more, and it will be up soon. All right? What's up next, man?
All right, the second thing is the 3 strikes system that we're going to start implementing. Basically, we have been getting a couple of complaints from some people that people are starting to pester the other players to continue threads. For example, say I start a thread with the Super High School of the Janitor, for example, and then they send a reply, and I don't see it for at first. And then they start sending me like 5 messages like, dude, I sent a reply, why didn't you reply back? Why didn't you reply back? Why didn't you reply back? Obviously, I don't think that's how it's actually been happening, but you get the idea. People are pestering to continue their threads. Everybody has other things going on with they're busy with stuff, but everybody is paying attention to the game. They're going to respond to you, so don't get your panties in a twist, basically. If you know that somebody's starting to pester you about this sort of thing, we will issue that person a strike. After 3 strikes, that person will be punished. The punishment will probably be something like we'll put you in detention during a trial so you can't participate, or we'll revoke some sort of privilege that you've gotten at some point. We'll do something. We'll figure something out. Basically, it's not going to be like we're going to outright kill your character off or anything, but we're going to do some sort of a punishment system. So don't pester people about continuing threads, or else we'll put you on a strike. So don't do it. All right?
Also, another thing about the whole pestering thing, and please don't do this with the whole, if a person doesn't reply to you in a strict time frame that you would like, don't end the thread right then and there. Give them time to reply. Just be patient.
Yeah.
All right. What's next, Milo?
Schedule. The schedule. I believe this is the final thing on the list, unless there's actually something else that I forgot. The schedule for the game, once it's announced, is going to go as thus. From Monday to Thursday, we're going to have free time. Basically, what you've already been doing. You get to talk to people, create social interactions.
Social links go!
It's sort of, yeah. You get to talk to people, create relationships. This is where, shipping and OTPs and all that jazz can happen, whatever. You can also... What the hell was that, Mark? I don't even know how to make a clever retort to that.
Because you can't.
Anyways.
Some Super Princess Mudwave head mark mod things. Go.
So on Friday, what's going to happen is on Friday we're going to announce the murder. And from Friday to Saturday, you're going to have investigation. You're going to be allowed to explore the school, and I think I've already explained how the system works, but if I haven't, you basically just go into a room and say you want to investigate this room. And then one of the mods comes in and explains what you're allowed to see in the room. Basically says, is there something important in the room? Yes, no. If there is, then now you've investigated that. Otherwise, nothing. And that's how investigation works. You get that for 2 days. And then at Saturday night is when the trial begins. The trial will continue on to Sunday, at which point a verdict will be.
If it takes that long.
If it does take that long, but also that's long enough for a culprit to be determined, and then an execution will commence. Or if an execution does not commence because you chose the wrong person, we will restart the trial or something. It shouldn't take too long, but if it does, there's that.
And
so
also,
we have
just a little bit warning, guys. These things we say in these podcasts are subject to change when we get more mods' opinions about them.
Yes, this is sort of a preliminary schedule that we've got written out here. That's why this is 3.5, because this isn't like the final schedule, but this is probably the schedule more or less that you're going to be seeing for the actual game. So get used to this kind of schedule, because we're going to try to do like a weekly basis. So like in 1 week you're going to do investigation, free time, and a trial. Not in that order, but like you're going to do that every week. So each week there's going to be a murder. So get used to that sort of time frame.
And also, as you guys are wondering, yes, soon as the prologue is over, we'll be implementing the whole 10 o'clock curfew thing with no kitchen and all that. You can still socialize. You just can't go into places that are listed that you can't go in.
Actually, I don't know how that would work, but okay.
I mean, they don't have to go to sleep. They can just go out of their rooms and talk, but, if you don't want to die from freaking sleep deprivation, they would probably go to sleep. They don't forbid you to go out into the hallways, you just can't go in the kitchen.
Yeah, but what if they're already in the kitchen, actually?
Well, they're, escorted to leave the kitchen before it locks down. They're not just going to trap those students in the kitchen, though. That is a probably good plan.
All right.
Huh? What's up?
Okay. So, what's next on the list, Mark?
That seems about it.
And we are done here.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in to Danganronpa Gold Podcast 3.5. And for some people who prefer 3.5, but
Or 7 halves.
Don't get smart with me. Wait. Half 1, half 2, half. Yeah, it's 7 halves. Anyways, good luck and good role playing. Milo and Mark are signing out.
Yep. See you later, yo.
God, that was such an awkward end, Milo.
Your face.